Donald Trump gives curt answer to question about Gianni Infantino's FIFA World Cup sell-off. Donald Trump has denied speaking to Gianni Infantino about his plan to sell stakes in the World Cup to a firm linked to his family. FIFA's president has since said the proposal will not proceed due to the widespread division that it has caused across football this week. The U.S. president was hit with the question after a televised cabinet meeting at Camp David. Infantino's secret proposal, revealed on Tuesday, was to spin off its commercial operations in a new $20 billion subsidiary 20% owned by private investors, whose core investor would be a New York investment firm created by Joshua Kushner, the brother of Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner.
Tired of constantly refilling your pet's water bowl? This filtered fountain keeps water circulating and offers a generous capacity, giving cats and small dogs convenient access to flowing water. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/5 right now.
No, I never spoke to him about it, Trump insisted. Infantino has now scrapped the project, saying in a statement released late on Friday night. Having listened carefully to all the views, it has become clear that the project has created divisions of a nature that, regardless of the level of support, are no longer in the interest of the objective set out in the first place. Our purpose has always been, and will always be, to unite and improve. As a result, this proposal will not proceed. Moving forward, my intent is to bring all interested parties back together in the coming days and weeks in the spirit of shared interest in our game, and with the objective to continue growing football everywhere, particularly in those countries that mostly need our support. Asian Football Confederation, AFC, President Sheikh Salman bin Ebrahim Al Khalifa, whose confederation stood in solidarity with CONCACAF and UEFA by expressing serious concerns about the plot, welcomed the withdrawal, saying, "The future of global football must always be shaped through proper consultation, collective dialogue, and respect for the established governance structures of our game." The AFC stands ready to support any initiative that strengthens the unity of the football family, contributes to the continued growth of the game globally, and delivers meaningful benefits to all stakeholders. Speaking to BBC Radio 4 on Saturday morning's Today program, UEFA Vice President Laura McAllister said of Infantino, "He had to be pushed into that corner, and that is regrettable, of course. But I think it showed the unity of football when we face such an existential crisis. But it really shouldn't have come to this. I think most of us believe this was a hugely misguided and potentially catastrophic proposal, and it should never have been put on the table. I am delighted we were able to fight it off." Football Australia have also welcomed the withdrawal, with their chairman Antir Isaac writing an open letter. A section of the statement, shared, reads, "The discussions of recent days have reinforced an important principle of good governance. Proposals of global significance should be developed through robust consultation, appropriate governance processes, and meaningful engagement with member associations before they are presented for consideration." Trump has developed a close friendship with Infantino and has spent a great deal of time with him in recent weeks, while the World Cup was taking place in North America. Infantino has been courting Trump since early in his second presidency. Within weeks of returning to the Oval Office, a replica of the World Cup was put on display, a gift from Infantino. Trump was later allowed to display a replica of the World Club Cup trophy in the Oval. And most prominently, knowing Trump coveted a Nobel Peace Prize, something he is unlikely to be in contention for, Infantino invented the FIFA Peace Prize earlier this year and awarded it to Trump. Trump and Infantino spent most of the day together during the World Cup final in New Jersey, less than 2 weeks ago. Days later, it was reported that Trump wants Infantino to be named the next UN Secretary General, something that is even less likely to happen than Trump's Peace Prize ambitions. Last year, Infantino opened a new FIFA office inside Trump Tower, deepening ties between the football body and the U.S. president. Senior FIFA advisor Carlos Cordero, who represented the soccer body on the White House task force for the World Cup, resigned Friday to protest its private equity plan. I cannot stand by while FIFA considers selling a stake in the World Cup, Cordero, a former Goldman Sachs banker, said in a statement resigning as advisor to FIFA President Gianni Infantino that urged other senior FIFA staff to speak out. Cordero often joined Infantino on working visits to meet Trump at the White House in recent years. I had no involvement in this proposal, and I oppose it unequivocally, the former U.S. Soccer Federation president said, calling the $20 billion commercial subsidiary a bad deal for football. Football has been central to my life, and after more than 35 years in banking, I understand both the value of this asset and the consequences of giving part of it away, he said. That is why this proposal should be rejected.